Imagine a world where the very fabric of time was torn, not by a cataclysm, but by the sheer force of human intellect. Consider a moment when the future collided with the past, irrevocably altering the course of civilization. This is the story of Isaac Newton, a mind forged in the crucible of the 17th century, thrust into the heart of ancient Athens. He carried with him the blueprints of the universe, calculus, the laws of gravity, and the rigorous discipline of the scientific method. His sudden appearance was not merely an event, it was a temporal singularity, unleashing a butterfly effect that would reshape millennia. The world we know, the history we study, would cease to exist. Newton materialized in the bustling agora of Athens, circa 350 BC. The vibrant marketplace, filled with the murmur of Greek and the sight of citizens draped in togas, was a bewildering spectacle. He stood disoriented, a man out of time clutching a worn notebook and a quill. His initial attempts to communicate were met with confusion, then curiosity. He dropped an apple, then a stone, demonstrating a universal pull that defied the prevailing wisdom. On papyrus, he sketched intricate curves and symbols, the nascent language of calculus baffling onlookers. The scholars of Plato's academy, initially skeptical, observed his strange demonstrations. Even Aristotle, the towering intellect of his age, watched as Newton, with a simple prism, split light into its constituent colors. A seed of profound change had been planted. Newton, driven by an innate need to understand and explain, sought out the most prominent minds. Despite the language barrier, he found his way to Aristotle, recognizing a kindred spirit in the pursuit of knowledge. Through gestures, diagrams, and a rapidly improving grasp of rudimentary Greek, the impossible began to unfold. He unveiled calculus, a tool for understanding change and motion with infinite precision. He articulated the laws of motion, explaining why objects fall, why planets orbit, and how forces interact. Gravity, he declared, was not merely a tendency but a universal force, binding all matter. Optics, the study of light, revealed how it could be bent, reflected, and understood as a spectrum. These were not mere theories, they were demonstrable truths, backed by observation and mathematical proof. The ancient world had never encountered such a systematic approach to natural philosophy. Aristotle, a genius of observation and categorization, quickly grasped the monumental implications. He began to integrate these revolutionary concepts into his own philosophical framework. His qualitative musings on the natural world were suddenly infused with quantitative rigor, centuries ahead of schedule. Calculus transformed Archimedes' theoretical levers into precise, powerful machines. The understanding of gravity challenged Aristotle's elemental physics, leading to early, surprisingly accurate planetary models. The very foundation of Greek thought was being rebuilt, brick by scientific brick. The immediate impact was nothing short of a scientific revolution. Calculus applied to geometry unlocked new dimensions of engineering and design. The understanding of universal forces led to proto-atomic theories as scholars pondered the fundamental building blocks of matter. A technological boom followed swiftly. Siege engines, once crude, became instruments of terrifying precision, their trajectories calculated with unprecedented accuracy. The Aeolipile, a simple steam toy, was transformed by the laws of thermodynamics into early functional steam engines. Mechanical clocks, once curiosities, became essential tools for precise experimentation and timekeeping. The military and political landscape shifted dramatically. Greek city-states, armed with advanced artillery and fortified with superior engineering, bolstered their defenses against the looming threats of Persia and Macedon. The historical dominance of Alexander the Great was potentially curtailed, his conquests perhaps never reaching their full, devastating extent. The balance of power in the ancient world was irrevocably altered. Societal evolution accelerated. Empirical methods applied to medicine led to improved hygiene and a deeper understanding of the human body. The advent of rudimentary machines, powered by steam and precise mechanics, began to reduce the reliance on manual labor, slowly eroding the institution of slavery. Yet this rapid progress was not without its shadows. Resource shortages, particularly for materials like steel, became a pressing concern. The advanced weapons born of this new knowledge fueled devastating wars far more destructive than any before. Ethical dilemmas arose as the pursuit of knowledge veered into alchemical experimentation, blurring the lines between science and dangerous ambition. By 200 BC, the world was unrecognizable. The Hellenic Enlightenment had dawned, not in the distant future, but in antiquity. There was no Roman Empire as we know it. Greece, empowered by its technological and intellectual might, absorbed it as a mere province. Hellenistic knowledge, propelled by steam-powered ships and vast, meticulously organized libraries, spread across the known world. This knowledge merged with the rich intellectual traditions of Persia and India, creating a vibrant, interconnected global civilization. The pace of progress was staggering. An industrial revolution, fueled by steam and scientific method, arrived by 1 AD. The concept of a Dark Ages became an historical anomaly, a period that simply never occurred. By 500 AD, humanity was looking to the stars. Early forms of rocketry and astronomical observation, refined by centuries of advanced mathematics, made space exploration a tangible dream. The very nature of human existence was redefined. Religious and cultural shifts were profound. Existing religions adapted or faded. Christianity, without the Roman Empire as its crucible, might never have achieved its historical dominance. Buddhism, encountering Hellenistic philosophy, blended into new syncretic forms. The spiritual landscape was as altered as the technological one. The world was dominated by a vast Greco-Persian superempire, its reach extending across continents. Steamships, not galleys, plied the oceans, facilitating trade and, inevitably, conquest. The familiar map of history was redrawn beyond recognition. This alternate future presented a stark debate. Was this a utopia, a world freed from millennia of stagnation and suffering? Or was it a terrifying landscape of endless conflicts, fueled by an ever-accelerating technological arms race? The price of such rapid progress was a question that haunted this new, advanced antiquity. The story of Isaac Newton's impossible journey is a profound thought experiment. It illustrates the immense power of a single genius, capable of accelerating humanity's progress by millennia. Yet, it also reveals the unforeseen chaos that such a disruption can unleash. Knowledge once unleashed cannot be contained. This speculative history holds a mirror to our own time. Consider the rapid advancements in artificial intelligence today. Are we, in our own way, receiving forbidden knowledge, insights that could propel us forward at an unprecedented pace? Are we, like ancient Athens, grappling with a sudden influx of power and understanding that we may not be fully equipped to handle? The implications are staggering, both for the past that never was and the future that is yet to be written. What other historical figures, if displaced, could have reshaped our world so dramatically? What other scientific breakthroughs, if discovered earlier, would have led to such a different reality? The possibilities are endless, and the questions are vital. Share your thoughts in the comment section with us.